Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be getting ready together and I am going to be playing with this month's BoxyCharm and also testing out a bunch of brand new makeup. I wasn't actually going to do a BoxyCharm unboxing this month, but so many of you guys have been requesting it and I was like, you know what, let me just do it. At first I thought it was a little bit too late because usually I upload these videos like a week before I'm uploading this one, so usually like the first week of the month. But I was like, you know what, it's not even the end of the month, let me just do it. And so I just decided to combine two videos into one because I have so much new makeup that I need to play with. So you're probably going to be seeing a lot of first impression testing new makeup videos coming to you, but there's just so much stuff I can't even keep up. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Of course, I'm sure all of you know, or at least the majority of you, BoxyCharm is a monthly subscription service. You pay $21 a month for 4 to 6 full-size products every single month. It is the best value. I have personally been subscribed to BoxyCharm for over a year and I love it. I think it's definitely worth the money and you get to test out so many new brands along the way. So it's like a really fun way to play with new makeup without spending a ton of dollars. And each month the box is always worth more than $21. So even if you don't like a couple of the products, which tends to be the case with me, like there's always a couple products that I'm like, but the overall box is still a great value even if you don't love everything. So yeah, I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested in signing up for BoxyCharm. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. This is probably going to be a long video, so you know, grab a snack and let's just go ahead and get started. First thing that I have is the new Anastasia eyeshadow primer. It comes in a little squeezy tube, so I'm just going to squeeze a little bit right onto my lids. That's probably more than what I need, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take a brush. This one is an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush just to blend this out. Oh goodness, this is like really pigmented, like it's like intense. I like how it does have some color. I feel like it really like makes everything look really even. Kind of looks like when you put concealer on and then you set your lids, like everything just looks like really light, as you can see. Okay, this is intense, like wow. It doesn't seem to be like super sticky, and I'm not gonna set it because I get like so many controversial comments whenever I set my eye primer. I personally like to, it's what I like to do. There's no rules to makeup, so if you don't like to set your eye primer, that's totally fine. Some people think it defeats the purpose of it. I personally don't, because it doesn't ruin my eyeshadow, it makes it last, and it's really not a big deal. So if you don't like to set, don't. If you do, then do. But for today, since we're testing a new eyeshadow primer out, I'm not gonna set it. Okay, so I am gonna obviously use the eyeshadow palette that comes in the BoxyCharm, which this one is from Butter London, but it doesn't seem to have a ton of transition colors and I need some transition shades for this look that I'm doing. So I'm gonna dip into another palette today. But yeah, this one looks really cute. It's from Butter London. I've never tried anything, I don't think, from this brand before. So you get 6 eyeshadows. They seem to be the majority shimmers. So 4 shimmers, 2 mattes. So I feel like you can't really do a ton of looks with just this palette just because it is just limited with shades. So I'm gonna dip into something different. And this retails for $32 and it is their Natural Goddess eyeshadow palette. For my shadows today, for some transition colors, I'm actually gonna use the Profusion Festival palette. I was finally able to get my hands on this. I found it at Walmart and I believe this was like $10. I've never used it before, so we're gonna dip into some of the shades in here. I am gonna start off with this color right up here, which is like a really soft like brown. It's like probably a shade darker than my skin tone, but I'm gonna just dip in there and kind of just give myself a really natural crease color. I want to play with that green eyeshadow in the Butter London palette, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm pretty much just going to use this palette just for the transition colors. So I've tried Profusion eyeshadows before and I really, really like them. They're so affordable. They're so good for the price, like it's crazy. It's just a really light color. And Profusion is available at Walmart, some Walmarts. Like I had to go to like a big super Walmart to find this palette. Target, and of course online. A little bit of kickback, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna go into, let's do this orange color right here. This looks really good. I'm gonna use that same brush and I'm just gonna start kind of building that shade up right in the crease. The look today is gonna be really simple, really summery, really simple, really glowy. Colors are blending out pretty good. really soft and very seamless. Like I feel like it's just kind of like just meshing together really nicely. So I like that. Just keeping it simple. Jumping into the Butter London palette, I'm gonna pick up the green color right here, which is called Star. Of course, I'm gonna use my Anastasia number 18 brush. This is my favorite packer brush. I use it like every time I do any eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna start by not dipping, oh yeah. I was gonna say, I'm gonna start by not dipping my brush into any type of setting spray, but it's definitely needed. You can see this is so light. You know, it's a really pretty color, but there isn't much pigment. I'm gonna dip and I'm gonna spray just to see if that does anything. I'm just using my NYX First Base Primer Spray, or just kidding, the Bear With Me spray. I'm just gonna kind of pack that on. I'm not really seeing like much. I mean, the color, mind you, in the pan doesn't look like much. Like it just looks like a sheen. It doesn't look like a really intense like glitter shadow or anything like that. I'm gonna go into the shade called Temptress, which is like a deep dark brown. This looks more pigmented. I'm gonna kind of just pack that on the outer V of my eye to add a little bit of depth to this look, because I feel like it's kind of just looking a little blah. I'm gonna go back into the Profusion palette. I'm gonna pick up this warm tone color right here. I'm using a Colourpop blending brush, and I'm just gonna kind of run that right in the crease just to make this look a little bit more warm. I'm being super light with these colors too, and I feel like they're just really pigmented. I feel like, I don't know, the Profusion ones seem to be a little bit more buttery than the Butter London ones. I mean, I haven't tried the shimmers in the Profusion one, but I'm not like super impressed with this Butter London palette. Okay, I think I'm gonna just add a little something. I'm gonna take this color right over here. This kind of looks like the shade that I have on my lid a little bit. Oh, see, look at that. That is actually like showing up. It's so pretty. It's like a light green gold. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna use that same brush, and I'm gonna see, like, just pack that on. See how pretty that is? That's kind of what I expected from the Butter London one. I mean, like I said, in the pan it doesn't look like it's going to be much, but like I expected it to be a little bit more vibrant. It's just like very dull. Just to make this look totally fair, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna dip into the green color in the Butter London palette and see if we can get, yeah, no. Gonna say, see if we can get something to look a little bit more vibrant, but I think it's just the formula of the color and just like the finish of it. It's not a super like shimmery like color. It's just meant to be, I feel like, more of like just a more simple green, but I like this more, so I'm gonna do this on the other eye. And when you spray these Profusion eyeshadows, they get even more intense, so they're really, really pretty. So in conclusion, I don't love this Butter London palette. I mean, obviously I only used 2 shades, but from what I used, I'm not super impressed. I'm gonna use this color later on to highlight my brow bone and inner corner, and then maybe I might use a little bit of this teal for like a little pop on the lower lash line. We'll see, but not super impressive. I'm gonna top this look off with some lashes. These are from Lashed by Linda. These are the Wink Pretty lashes. The packaging is adorable. I'll leave a link down below to where you guys can get these. These are in the style Lola. I like to kind of just like place them down first to see if I'm gonna like them with this look. And yeah, these are gonna be perfect because I'm not gonna do any winged liner. So I'm gonna pop these on and then I'll be right back and we'll move into the skin. Okay, lashes are on. I love them. They are super pretty, very wispy, and they were super easy to apply. So again, link will be below. So now we can jump into the skin. So I have a new primer from IT Cosmetics. This is the Your Skin But Better Oil-Free Makeup Gripping Base. So I actually really love It Cosmetics. I feel like their face products work really, really well with my skin. So I'm curious about this. So it says it gives your makeup a smooth, fresh finish that lasts all day. And this is suitable for all skin types. So, oh wow. Kind of feels like water when you like rub your fingers in between the product. So I'm gonna just basically put this everywhere. It's cool because when you apply it, it kind of feels like a serum, but then as you are blending it in, it kind of starts to feel like a really lightweight sort of like moisturizer. Like it has a little bit of like this smooth finish once you start rubbing the product in, which is really cool. Okay, I actually like the way that this feels on my skin. Like it feels very, very soft and it does feel super like smooth. So I think the foundation's gonna go good over top of it. So finally, I'm kind of late to this party, but I got the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealer. I think this is gonna be way too dark, but I think we're gonna be able to make it work. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen this everywhere. I actually saw really, really good reviews about this, and this foundation is available in 100 different shades, which is like insane. So from what I know, this foundation is a full coverage, long wearing, and apparently really good. So I'm gonna start off with that, and I'm gonna blend this out with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. It might be a little yellowy. I think this is gonna be a better color if I am self-tanned, but like I said, I think I can definitely make it work. Oh wow, definitely really good coverage. Like that literally covered up beautifully. My hair looks so warm because I have like a lamp right here because I feel like the lamp helps with my lighting. So I feel like it makes my hair look legit orange because of that. I'm gonna be painting the walls in this room probably white soon, so hopefully that'll help with the lighting. Definitely really good coverage. Obviously the color is like off, like I'm literally looking like an Oompa Loompa right now, but definitely feels super lightweight, which I do like. It doesn't feel like a super thick foundation, even though it does have such good coverage. A little bit of the redness from that zit peeking through. I'm gonna try to build it up with a brush just to really get that maximum coverage on there, and we'll see if it's buildable. I'm gonna use my Believe Beauty foundation brush. This is actually from Dollar General. I've been loving this brush for my foundations. It's so good. I'm just gonna kind of press that product in because when you press, that's when you really get like that maximum coverage, especially with a brush. Yeah, that definitely is buildable. Okay, so I would say this is definitely buildable coverage. Starting out, I would say like if you have like a little bit of acne, it's definitely gonna cover it up, but it's not like super full coverage right off the bat. I would say it's like a really heavy duty medium coverage, heavy duty medium buildable. So that's the best way for me to describe it. I think that looks really good. Like I like it. It feels comfortable. I like how it's buildable. I love the shade range. I'm here for it. For concealer, I have this new one from Jcat Beauty. This is their Stay Assurance Water Sealed Zero Smudge Concealer, and I have this one in the shade Buff. I have no idea if this is gonna match, but we shall see. I smell everything. Ooh, this might be a little too light, but I think since this foundation is so dark, it might work. The shades in this it's a little like weird, the shades in here. Some of them are orangey and some of them I feel like are just like really like fair. I'm about to look up some claims on this foundation. By the way, my case is from Velvet Caviar. My pop socket is from TJ Maxx. So I am just gonna see like what this concealer is all about because I'm really loving the way that it looks. Honestly, after blending it in with the foundation, I feel like everything kind of meshed really well. The coverage is actually pretty good. It's like nice and it was like super creamy. So Let's look it up. By the way, Jcat Beauty, you can get it on their website, of course, and then on Ulta's website, I'm pretty sure. So this concealer is $8. So it is apparently lightweight, waterproof, buildable formula, medium to full coverage. Okay, I can definitely see the medium coverage. I'm gonna try to build it up just to see what it looks like, but I really like it. I like the applicator too. I think the formula is like really, really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just set my face with my COLLAB Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in the shade Porcelain Ivory. I don't have a new translucent powder, so I'm just gonna use what I know and what I love, and hopefully this is really gonna just like bring everything together. Definitely gonna need to bronze for sure. Okay, I'm gonna finish up these lower lashes, and I think, what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Going back into the Butter London palette, I'm gonna pick up the shade Enchantress. Is that how you say it? Enchantress. What am I talking about? And I'm just gonna be dipping my brush and I'm gonna spray it, because I feel like with these shimmers in here, you need to spray your brush. And I'm just gonna pop that right in the inner corners of my eyes and also on the brow bone. Very subtle, but cute. I'm gonna take the teal shade right on the end, and I'm just gonna run that right on the lower lash line. I'm using a definer brush to really kind of like press this color down. A different brush, I'm just gonna kind of smudge that out. I don't hate this color. It is a little chalky, but like I don't hate it. Ooh, this is gonna be pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Zulu. I actually didn't used to like love these, but I feel like once you get past that first part of the liner, they're good. See, like once you get past that, then they actually are really, really creamy and pretty on the waterline. Speaking of Colourpop, I didn't know until literally this weekend that they have a brown version of my favorite mascara, which is the BFF Volumizing Mascara. So this one is in the shade Brownie Points, and I'm so happy because I think brown mascara is so pretty. So I'm gonna pop this right on the lower lash line. Best mascara ever. I love it so much. Okay, I'm actually really digging this look after I did the liner and the lower lash line. I think it's like really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my skin. I actually found this bronzer at TJ Maxx random. I talked about it on my vlog channel, but this is from NARS. It's Laguna, but it's like, it looks different than the original Laguna that I used to use all the time. So I'm gonna go in with this and just bronze the skin. Someone told me to actually like scrape it, really get some color payoff. I used to love NARS Laguna. That was like one of my go-to products when I was in high school. I was so like excited because I saw like everyone using that on YouTube, like the OG YouTube, and I was like, I need that bronzer, and like I loved it. Yeah, this isn't super pigmented. You definitely, you're right, girl. You have to definitely scrape the top layer, which is kind of, I feel like, annoying when it's a high-end product. Oh yeah, that's pretty though. Once you get past that first layer, this is gorgeous. Okay, I like the bronzer. You definitely do need to like kind of just scrape the first layer of it, and then once you do, you can really get some nice color payoff. It's like a really pretty bronzy tone shade. So if you have a TJ Maxx or Marshalls near you, go out and see if they have some high-end makeup, because you'd be surprised at like all the stuff that I found before, like at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, like it's crazy. For blush, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Blush Please Shimmering Blush. I have this one in the shade 12, Blushing in Saint Tropez. It's really pretty. I tested this out literally in my haul because I was so excited about it. It does have some glitter to it, but it's really pretty on the cheeks. I feel like this is definitely a summery blush. Like I don't really see myself using this too much in the winter and fall, but like for summer, I think it's really pretty. For highlight, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Chromatic Bronze Palette, and I think I'm gonna use the highlight shade right up top. This is what it looks like. It looks really pretty. Honestly, these could be eyeshadows. Okay. pretty subtle. The other highlight shades in here look a little too dark for me at the moment, but let's just do a little tiny dip. Personally, I would never use this to bronze. This looks like straight up orange. I would probably use that as an eyeshadow. I think that would be pretty. Pretty. Not like super crazy, like it's not like, oh my god, like life-changing, but like it's pretty. I'm gonna actually, because I'm curious about this bronzer, I'm gonna take this bronzer color. I'm gonna kind of run that right in the crease. See, like that's a pretty like transition color because it's so warm. I wouldn't use this on my face. I feel like it's just a little too warm, but like in the crease, it's beautiful. Okay, for lips now, we have another BoxyCharm product. This is the Appeal Gel Liner. So apparently you can actually, I'm pretty sure, use this, yeah, on your eyes or on your lips. So I'm just gonna use this on my lips today. This retails for $21. And then over top, I'm gonna go in with the Almar Cosmetics Mother of Pearl Gloss. And this retails for $10. I love Almar Cosmetics. Okay, this one is in the shade, I don't know if it says it. It looks like a brownish nude color, so I'm gonna just go with it. Oh my god, this is literally, this is brown, oh my god. Wow, it's really, really creamy though. I'm gonna kind of smudge it with my lips, or with my finger on my lips. I'm loving the formula. This is super creamy. I like how it meshes with the like foundation and concealer on my lips. I feel like it looks like a really wearable brown, which I love. I love how creamy it is. You guys know a lot of BoxyCharm liners, to be quite honest with you, they suck, they're not good, but that's actually really good for once. I'm gonna top this off with this Almar Cosmetics gloss. I don't know if this is really gonna like match. This smells good. It's really creamy. To me, this is kind of like a topper. Like I would wear this over top of a lipstick or a liquid lipstick. Okay guys, so this is the completed makeup look. Overall, I'm very happy with the way that it looks, especially once I finish those lower lashes and the lip color. I feel like it really brought everything together. So I do really like this. I feel like it's very summery, very wearable. I'm honestly loving a lot of the new products that I did test out. I do want to mention that I missed two things in the BoxyCharm. So of course, the first thing is the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. I'm going to insert a clip of me applying this to my face. I'll let you guys know my thoughts because obviously I'm not going to use it right now because I have a full face on, but I'll let you guys know in like a voiceover style. And then also, I didn't realize that these brushes came in here. I thought it was just one foundation brush because I was watching a couple BoxyCharm like makeup tutorials on Instagram and I saw this foundation brush and I thought that this is the only thing that came in the BoxyCharm. I didn't realize that there were two other eye brushes. So again, I will insert some clips of me using these two brushes as well because it totally slipped my mind to use them today. But these are the Luxie Gaea brushes, and so you get a large eye blending brush, a precision crease brush, and a foundation brush. I actually really like Luxie brushes. They have been in previous BoxyCharms and I've been really impressed with the quality of them and I think that they're really nice. So this actually retails for $30. So wow, that's crazy. $10 per brush. And then the Veggie mask retails for $35, which is crazy. Okay, so let's start masking it up. So I'm going to show you guys the brushes and the mask in action. So this is the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. I actually really enjoyed it, and I'm just going to be using the Luxie foundation brush. I never use brushes like this for my regular foundation. I just personally don't like them, but for masks, they are perfect. And yeah, I just got a little bit on my nose from smelling it, but the mask was actually really nice. And I will say one thing that I really loved was that it didn't dry out my skin. So many masks just feel so tightening and just so uncomfortable, but this one actually felt really nice. Obviously, I can't tell you guys that it made a big difference because I just used it once, but from what I did use, it was nice. And then I wanted to show you guys the two brushes in action. I just did a little bit of eyeshadow on my eye. This blending brush from Luxie was also really nice. It was super soft and fluffy, and I felt like it blended in my crease colors really, really nicely. And then the flat shader brush I feel like could be perfect for the inner corner of your eyes, your brow bone, cleaning up the brows, a cut crease, really just anything. It's a really good size. It's not too small, it's not too big, so I feel like it's a really good like packer brush, or if you just want to be really precise with a cut crease, like I said. So all in all, I really did like this month's box. Like I mentioned earlier, the only thing that I wasn't a big fan of was the Butter London eyeshadow palette, but everything else was great. So whenever I do these videos, I like to add everything up just to see how much the box is worth. So let's do that right now. I got my handy dandy calculator and we're gonna just add everything up and see.
So we have $35 plus $32 plus $30 plus $10 plus $21.
$128. That is this month's box value. I'm honestly pretty impressed with everything, I would say. Obviously, I haven't used the mask yet and the brushes, but assuming that I do like those, the only thing that I'm really not like a big fan of just right off the bat that I did use is this Butter London eyeshadow palette. I feel like for the price of this, like I wouldn't go out and buy this myself if it wasn't in the box. I would never probably use it, to be honest with you. It's just, it's subpar. It's like, it's not absolutely amazing. It's not terrible. Like I've definitely tried worse things, but I've definitely tried better. And I think for this price, I don't think that this is worth it, like outside of BoxyCharm. So I'm not super impressed. To be honest, I feel like this Festival palette from Profusion is a lot better quality versus this Butter London one. And the price is better, like if you were to buy these separately. So I'm gonna go with Profusion on this. I do, however, really like the lip products in this month's BoxyCharm. Like I said, usually a lot of the liners that they have in the boxes, like they're just awful, but this is actually really, really good. I was a little nervous at first because I don't love brown lip colors on me. Liners, glosses, lipsticks, I feel like they just don't suit me well. But this is a really pretty brown, especially once you blend it in. It's so creamy, and I feel like this is really, really good. And I also did love the gloss. I love Almar Cosmetics. I think this is great. Really something for me personally that I would use as a topper, not so much on its own, but I do like the formula and I love the smell of it. And then as far as like the new stuff that I tried, I really actually am impressed. I really do like this primer. I feel like my products did go on really smoothly. I think my face right now looks like super, super smooth and soft, and I'm loving it. This foundation is also really, really beautiful. I will say, like, obviously the color is off, but like after I did my powder and my concealer, everything just meshed together really well. And I love the way that this looks. I feel like the finish is more like natural. Like it's not totally matte. It's definitely not dewy, but it's kind of like right in the middle, and I love it. I like the coverage. I love how it's buildable, and I felt like it blended into my skin really nicely. It feels really comfortable and soft, and it doesn't feel like I have a lot of makeup on. I'm very pleased with this Jcat Beauty concealer. Not that I didn't have like high hopes for it, but concealers can be very hit or miss. But when I applied it, I was like, holy cow, this looks really good. I do see a little bit of creasing under my eyes, but I mean, like that's bound to happen for me, but I feel like the coverage is there. Obviously the color is not so hot on me, but I love the formula of it, and I just love how it's medium to buildable. I do agree with that claim, so this is nice. I do really like this. I'm gonna get my shade, and I think it's gonna be a lot better. The L'Oreal blush is average. I could probably pass on this, to be honest. I have other blushes that I prefer over this. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. I don't love the glitter in it, and I feel like it's not like super, super pigmented. Like I could definitely go without this blush. Same with this highlighter. I could definitely go without this highlighting quad. I feel like there's so many other better drugstore and high-end highlighters that I prefer over this one. And of course, these lashes are beautiful. I really like them. So pretty. So thank you so much for those. I'm really, really so grateful whenever you guys send me stuff to my PO box. So yeah, that is officially everything for this little get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And then of course I will update you guys in future videos on my thoughts on these products as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me and getting ready with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in a few days in my next one. Bye.